Hello, my name is Akiola. Welcome to today's online class. The topic before us is transportation. Now, before we proceed, we want to look at the lesson objectives. One, at the end of today's lesson, the pupils, that is the viewers, should be able to, one, define transportation, mention means of transportation, list problems facing transportation, and profile solutions to these problems. Go ahead with the slide. What is transportation? We said transportation is the movement of people, goods and services from one place to the other. It is the activity of taking people, goods or services from point A to point B, leaving one geographical location to another. That is simply what? Transportation. Means of transportation. We said means of transportation are the ways in which people and goods are moved from one place to another. Okay? How people, goods and services are moved from one place to another is called means of transportation. Now let us look at some of these means. One, land transportation. We have air transportation, and we also have water or sea transportation. So these are the three means of transportation. So we want to take a look at these means one after the other. The first one is land transportation. We said land transportation is the movement of humans, that is people, goods and services from one point to another on land. And we have the two forms of land transportation. This can be divided into two R's. They are: one, road. This consists of the use of cars, buses, lorries, trucks, bicycle, tricycle, motorcycle, and so on and so forth. Then we have the rail, and we said this consists of what? The use of train and tram. Okay, that is that under land transportation. Air transportation. We said air transportation is the movement of people, goods, and services from one point to another via what? Via air. This is the fastest and most expensive means of transportation. Now let us look at some examples. We have aeroplane, your jet, your helicopter, your drone, and so on and so forth. They are all examples of what? Of air transportation. Look at some examples of air transportation. You can see the balloon. The balloon is what? Is a means of air transportation. It's an example rather of means of air transportation. Water, sea transportation. Now we said water transportation is the transporting, that is movement of people, goods and services from one point to another via what? Via water, that is sea. We said there are various examples. We have the speedboat, your ship, your canoe, your submarine, your surfboard, and so on and so forth. Now these are examples of your what? Your water transportation. Now, problems of land transportation. One, land transportation is one of the major and cheapest means of transport in most countries of the world. But some of the problems of road transportation are: one, we have the high rates of accidents on the roads due to poor state of the road. We have traffic congestion. We have reckless drivers. We have inadequate fleets of cars. We have illiteracy of some road users. We have inadequate train. Also, we have major sources of carbon emission, main source of pollution, which causes what? Health issues. All right, I believe that the G and the H, they are interwoven. Okay, don't forget that we are actually talking of problems of land transportation, and land transportation, as we said before, can be divided into what? Road and rail. So the inadequate train falls under what? Under rail. Then we have inability to obey traffic rules and symbols by some what? By some road users as a result of illiteracy. Now let's look at solutions. We said road users, that is drivers, should be trained on how to use the road, obey signs and symbols. Also we said bad roads should be repaired and maintained. Also vehicles that are not in good working condition should be reduced, recycled, and reused. Also we said traffic lights should be obeyed by road users. Okay. Now, problems of water transportation. Water transportation is a low cost, larger capacity and very flexible oriented services. It can also be a source of maintenance, such as: 1. It is more risky as a result of danger of sinking ships, boats, or canoe. We say pirates disturbance, also slow means of transport, and inadequate infrastructural facilities. Then, due to its slowness, it is unsuitable means of transport for small business. So let's look at solution. We said security of people should be made a priority by government agencies. Adequate infrastructure facilities should be provided. All facilities should be in a good working condition. Life jackets should be provided at all times for users. Okay. Now, problems of air transportation. We say air transportation is one of the fastest means of transportation, as stated earlier. It is the most expensive means of transportation. Now, it has limited carrying capacity of goods compared to the other means of transportation. We said inadequate infrastructure facilities at some airports, and we said government policies tend to affect this means of. So, solutions to these problems: the cost of air transportation should be subsidized by government, then reduced. Then adequate facilities should be provided. Security should be made a priority by what? The government. And also government policies should be favorable. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of today's online class. Hope you enjoyed the video on transportation. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos, and don't forget to click on the notification button for more video updates. Thank you, and see you next time.